The best concealed carry handguns are small, and most shooters today tend to prefer 9mm. Put together, these two concepts create the hottest new class of CCW guns on the market, the Micro 9mm. This budding category of firearms has developed a lot in just the past couple of years, with new models being released almost too fast to keep track of. Thus, to assist you in making an informed choice, we've compiled a list of the top 7 compact 9mm pistols for concealed carry, complete with their essential features and factors to keep in mind when selecting the ideal one for your needs. For a more comprehensive analysis and a comparison tool, visit our website at gunsyoucan'tlive.without.com. Number 7. Taurus G2C. This gun is very popular in the US market due to its price point, as the Millennium G2C comes in at under $250 in most shops. The magazines themselves are fairly affordable at around the $25 per piece price point and have a nice yellow follower that's very easy to see. You can actually turn the gun parallel, then tip it up slightly, and the empty magazines will still shoot out of the gun. It's really quite impressive. The magazines do not have a flush-back base pad, but instead, they have a pinky extension that allows you to get all 3 fingers from your pinky up to your middle finger on the grip of the gun. You really can't expect anything more from a gun at this price point. The walls of the grip are pretty thin, which makes the grip feel good in the hand. But the downside of that is that there's not enough material to chamber on the interior of the mag well to help you guide in the magazine. Ergonomically, the Taurus G2C feels great in the hands. This gun is really an amazing size, and considering when it was introduced in 2013, it was really ahead of its time. The only other offerings that were available then were the Glock 26 and the Glock 19, as well as the M&P series, and the Glock was a chunky, awkward-feeling gun. The Taurus is that perfect Goldilocks size for most people. The thicker grip over something like a single-stack Smith & Wesson Shield gives you a little more confidence than a single stack would. Holding 12 rounds in the magazine doesn't hurt it either, and the gun is just thin enough to give you that feel like you have complete control over it. Overall, it's very ergonomic and easy to use. You can ride your thumb on the safety if you wish, which is what I would suggest. The safety itself is very thin, so there's not a whole lot of room to grab onto it. But as long as you train to use it, you're not going to have any issues activating that safety. If you're a new shooter, this gun is probably going to have more recoil than you would expect from handling it. It has quite a heavy slide, or at least it kind of appears heavy when you're feeling it, and that leads to quite a decent little bit of recoil. It's exactly what you can expect from a budget-priced gun. Number 6. FN 509. The gun the US military almost adopted. The FN 509 is another great to shoot, super reliable, optics ready, optional compact 9mm pistol from a legendary manufacturer. So what makes this special? Personally, I'd say the cold hammer forged barrel, replaceable back straps, and the amount of grip texturing make it one rock-solid platform. This gun is super accurate. Not like accurate for a pistol, but plain accurate, like you wouldn't expect. If you plan on doing a lot of shooting and training, you'll quickly appreciate how much better this gun shoots compared to many in its class. The texture on a gun might sound kind of boring, but a lot of pistols just don't have the greatest grip texture. While lightly textured grips might be the way to go for some, I want deep checkers that bite my hand while I shoot. FN 509 is one of the few that really delivers in this department. Combine it all, the trigger, the barrel, the grip, and you get a pistol offering a host of advantages to a marksman. Number 5. Smith & Wesson CSX. In the modern day, there are precious few hammer guns that make the concealed carry cut, mainly because the striker-fired options have sucked the air out of the room, but also because hammer guns, by and large, flirt with boat anchor status. Not the Smith & Wesson CSX. Introduced in 2022 to relatively muted fanfare, the trim little 9mm is tailored perfectly to EDC, offering a unique and reliable defense system. Reminiscent of the company's M&P striker guns, the CSX has a very familiar feel, all the way down to a similarly textured backstrap. However, the gun shuns polymer, instead utilizing a durable aluminum alloy for the frame. tending to leave a more substantial impression in the hand. This isn't a complete trick of the mind, given the pistol is hefty for a micro-compact, weighing in at 19.5 ounces unloaded. Despite this, the single action is nimble as ever in presentation, target acquisition, and target transition. As expected from a single action, the trigger is snappy as ever, enhanced by a flat-faced shoe. Though, the fact that it requires a thumb safety to carry it loaded might leave many cold after decades of acclimation to pistols sans a manual safety. At least Smith & Wesson has opted for an ambidextrous switch. A few other nice touches are the easy tab at the rear to aid cocking, a comfortable 18-degree rake to the grip, and glare reduction serrations atop the slide. It's on the light side for capacity for its class, shipping with 12 and 10 round magazines. But for many, there's more than enough for a concealed carry gun. Number 4. Glock 48. Now, there's no denying both members of Glock's Slimline series, the Glock 43X and 48, are top-notch concealed carry guns. Yet, there's something to be said for going for the slightly larger model. They both have the same height and only 2 ounces separate them in weight. But the G48 has a longer barrel, which when it comes to steady sight, thus accuracy, makes a huge difference. This especially goes for new shooters. The 10+1 single-stack 9mm is among the most comfortable pistols to carry, thanks to its very svelte width. This also generally makes it easy for most people to get a handle on the gun, thus control it better. Furthermore, like all Glocks, it's reliable and accurate to the point of being mundane. Yeah, there's the grip rake, a bone of contention for some, but overall, there's a reason why so many law enforcement officials, military personnel, and armed citizens trust their lives to the Austrian pistol. Number 3. CZ P365X. While CZ proved it could make a great polymer-framed pistol with its P7 and P9 handguns, CZ took its time striking out into the striker-fired market. If CZ was waiting to introduce the P10 series because they were taking their time to perfect the trigger, they've succeeded. The trigger on this pistol is staggeringly good. It inches very close to a good single-action trigger. Plus, there are many other things to love on the handgun. It seems to dissipate recoil like a champ. Also, it's small enough to make a great concealed carry handgun. Yet, it pleasantly fills your hand. CZ's most modern pistol to date was made to be equally at home in a concealed carry holster or a nightstand. Number 2. Springfield Armory Hellcat. The Hellcat is the first real competition to the blockbuster Sig P365. The Hellcat's flush magazine squeezes 11 rounds in the pistol compared to Sig's 10. The extended magazine holds 13 to Sig's 12. A difference of 1 round won't convince many shooters to consider the Hellcat over the P365 unless it shines in all the areas that the P365 does. Well, guess what? The Hellcat won't disappoint. It is phenomenal. Will it sell as well as the Sig? Who knows? As of right now, it's almost as popular as the P365. That's very impressive considering the P365 has been around long enough to have a great reputation and market dominance. Best of all, it's about the smallest 9mm pistol on the market that holds 13 rounds. The Hellcat trigger is great. The break is a little crisper than the P365's, but it's barely noticeable. The stippling works at least as well and maybe better than the Sig's. I can't say if the Hellcat outshines the P365. It's so close that you'll have to make up your own mind, but the Hellcat has a bright future. This pistol is everything the XD ever wanted to be, but in a slimmer, lighter package. The Hellcat's weight is 18 ounces, which is about equal to the Sig P365. It's about time that Springfield started shaving the weight off their pistols. The XD line was always heavier than its peers, and Springfield is finally wising up to what concealed carriers want in a carry pistol. Springfield's Hellcat is the whole package. It's slim, lightweight, and easy to carry. It doesn't hurt that it's a 9mm pistol that holds 14 rounds. Take a good hard look at the Hellcat if you're shopping for the best concealed carry gun for your everyday carry. It won't disappoint. Number 1. Sig P365X. Meet the Sig P365X. Sig upgraded the original P365 in some key ways to create this new unicorn. It basically helps you shoot faster and more accurately. The top of the slide has been milled out to accept red dot optics. It pairs perfectly with Sig's own Romeo Zero red dot sight. A red dot sight has proven itself as a worthy addition to a concealed carry pistol. It helps you get on target faster while keeping focus on the target itself. The smaller sized red dots out there, like the Romeo Zero, fit perfectly on this slim handgun. The Sig P365X also has some of the features that Sig added to the P365XL because they both share the same X series grip module. In fact, you can think of the P365X as a P365XL with the shorter slide and barrel from the P365. You'll notice that the Sig P365X has a flat trigger and a longer beaver tail. Both of these features help you shoot more accurately and with better control. Plus, the longer X series grip module holds a standard 12-round magazine instead of the 10-rounder from the original P365. This longer grip allows you to reload magazines without pinching your hand during reloads. This pistol is the new gold standard. Honestly, it's probably the overall best concealed carry handgun on the market right now. Sig has set the bar extremely high with this handgun, and everyone else will be judged based on how they stack up to it. If I was limited to only one pistol, this would be that pistol. Of course, I would also opt for the optional 15-round mag too. That concludes our roundup of the top compact 9mm pistols for concealed carry. We hope you found this video informative, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, as we always appreciate your support. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below about which compact 9mm concealed carry pistol you plan to choose. Thank you for watching, and if this video was helpful to you in any way, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated on future content.